How does a girlfriend realize it's time to break up? Principles of dissolving thoughts through actions. This video is about how the mind strengthens thoughts of one's own rightness. How a girlfriend comes to, yes, I really don't love this person, or the opposite. In the good old way, we'll sort through another life process using the mechanics of relationships. Let's go. A person's thoughts. A human is a fairly complex psychological system with memory, and their field is formed so that, based on all life situations, absolutely any thoughts can come to mind. The only question is how strong an impact those thoughts can have. We'll talk about the thought, what if I don't love him? It's a perfectly reasonable thought, and most girlfriends have it, at least once. Some girlfriends may have it every morning, every day, and nothing catastrophic happens. People live, and all is well. No one is obliged to love you absolutely and around the clock. Sometimes we can be so insufferable, it makes someone want to scream. How thoughts develop. So a thought comes to a girlfriend that she doesn't really love the man. Then a conflict follows. Here's something interesting. In a conflict, that thought can fade, or it can be reinforced. Before we continue, try to imagine the behavior that makes the thought fade. The girlfriend initiates a conflict on the basis of feeling she may no longer love him. She initiates it to test this, and the pretext can be anything. The man wants to show that everything is fine, that he loves her. So he starts apologizing, clinging, pushing his love on her. What happens in the girlfriend's head? A chain appears, and with each such conflict, it only accrues more metal. It seems I don't love him. I fought with him and he wants to make up. He's a good man. He loves me. But a person has a need to love. The fact that you love is obvious without your humiliations. What does the girlfriend think next? So, if he loves me and acts this way, and I don't act this way, then I don't love him. She concludes she doesn't love you because your investment is greater, and sensing the stability of your feelings, she calmly interprets your feelings as love. But she looks at herself and sees she behaves differently, and it seems to her that if she acts differently than you, then she must feel something different. If on your side there is love, then on her side there isn't. At first, this chain is flimsy. It's easy to break. But over time, it hardens into a thick, heavy chain. And like metal, it grows cold. And as it grows, it passes that cold to the girlfriend. Now you understand why I did everything to save the relationship usually doesn't work? Because when the relationship is already near the end, this chain becomes unbreakable. It can dissipate. But for that, you need correct actions after the breakup and a certain amount of time. So it's easier to prevent the chain from growing. The reverse process. Look at what happens when you don't react as your heart prompts, but as you must to preserve the relationship, if it's dear to you. This works when the girlfriend is already having thoughts that it's time to end the relationship. Don't think that if you messed up badly and hurt her, you should act the same way. I probably don't love him. And then a conflict. A conflict in which you give the person space and don't intrude. You understand this conflict was caused not by your actions, but by the situation. And you step back. You don't break up. You step back, give space, and close your boundaries. Strange. It seems I don't love him, but why do I keep thinking about this conflict? Then, the thoughts develop. I feel lonely without him and I want to make peace. Why isn't he doing it himself? He loves me. And why do I want this? Shouldn't I be happy if I don't love him? Or do I love him after all? And a completely different chain begins to form, or the first one breaks and the second forms, depending on the situation. That's why I always talk about conflicts, because it's in them that certain desires or thoughts arise. Your responsibility. See, I described just one scenario. In future videos, I'll detail this more. But here it's important to always understand your responsibility for the processes happening in your relationship. Don't think the girlfriend is always to blame for a breakup. These chains form with your direct participation, and a relationship is always two people. When you grasp the degree of your responsibility, the girlfriend who left suddenly stops being a treacherous monster and everything falls into place.